We Right. So I guess we don't like to have press conferences on Wednesdays. We just like to have snow days on Wednesdays. And I know that everybody is aware that we did not have our game against Liberty last Friday, but we have played 2 games since I was last here, so I can touch on those real quick. On President's Day Monday, we had Park Hill South. Wasn't one of our better performances. That was our 3rd time to play them. We played them to 4 the first time that we played them, and we were up 1 in the 4th quarter, and we just weren't hitting shots on Monday night. So losing that game lost us a shot at a conference title with them, but that's okay. We got districts to go on to. So lost on Monday night. Tuesday night, they moved our game up early. We played at Platte County and had a real solid win there. Had a tough time making shots there as well. So we're just hoping that we get some shots to go in on Friday night when we play Liberty. We're ready for that, and then we're ready for districts the next week. So.
What is your plan on bouncing back from your loss against Park Hill South in preparation for district next week?
Yeah, it was a real hard week, and not making excuses, but we'd prepped for Liberty, and I honestly feel like if we had played Liberty last Friday, we would have blown them out of the gym. We'd had the best week of practice we'd had all season, and so I feel like that was something that we were ready for, and so anyways, I feel like the plan for us to bounce back is to just make sure that we're following our game plan, putting it right back in. We had it all last week, and then we're back this week, so thanks.
What made you change the zone defense in the 2nd quarter against Park Hill South, and how did it change the 2nd half?
Yeah, we felt like we've been working on a couple of different zones to throw at Liberty, and we felt like we wanted to see it against Park Hill South, and I think it actually did a really good job. We've watched a lot of film on Park Hill South, Truman, and their 2-3 zone, and some other teams, and the way that they have zoned Park Hill South has really slowed them down, so we thought we'd give them a different look, and I think it was probably the right look. We feel like we can handle most teams man-to-man, but there's just some teams that have better guards that we struggle to guard up top, so we like to give them that zone look.
With the big win on Tuesday, how do you plan on carrying that momentum into the Liberty game and districts following that?
Well, we hope that we'll have a good day of practice today. We gave the girls yesterday off so that we could take 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, to prep for North Kansas or Fort Osage and North Kansas City, who we'll play back-to-back next week if we win on Monday night. So our momentum just we need to make sure that we are following through on that game plan we had last week for Liberty and making sure that we're hitting lots of shots in practice.
How do you plan on preparing for the district's game next week against Fort Osage, with that being on Monday?
Well, we never practice on Saturdays, and we're going to come in on Saturday and practice, and we're going to practice on Sunday. We always practice on Sunday. We haven't even looked at Fort Osage stuff yet, and coaches have, but we haven't shown anything to the girls yet because we got to get by Liberty, and typically we have this full week before districts, and so this is kind of a unique week for basketball teams because we don't usually have practice before or have games before districts. We just have these practices. So hopefully we'll just get that game plan going and we'll be ready. Some of the stuff that we put in for Liberty will look really good against North Kansas City as well, hoping that we get by Fort Osage. So I'm not sure what our game plan will be for them yet, but we'll have it ready as soon as the game's over Friday night. So we're looking forward to finishing out the season strong and hoping that we'll come out of that district with those really tough teams in it and then have a nice little look at a state run. So thanks, guys. We'll see you on Friday night. Good.